our YouTube channel, Diary TV. I remain your humble host, Divine Favor A. Walgo. Yes, on to today's headlines, we're bringing you soldier storms Ikeja Electric headquarters. Chaos over power disputes. This story is one I can't even quantify, because hearing this breaking news this morning, it was really shocking. Well, we are diving into a story that's equal parts wild, intense, and thought-provoking. A group of Nigerian soldiers, boots on the ground, rifles slung over their shoulders, marching straight into the headquarters of Ikeja Electric, one of the Nigeria's biggest power distribution companies. Why? What could have pushed these military men to step into the world of transformers, cables, and prepaid meters? Was it a protest, a mission, or something way deeper? Grab your cup of popcorn, hit that like button, and let's unpack this electrifying tale. Pun totally intended. Now, before we get into the juicy details, let's set the stage. Ikeja Electric isn't just any company. Of course, we know that. Based in Lagos, it's a powerhouse, again, pun intended, that supplies electricity to millions of homes, businesses, and communities across the state. From the bustling street of Ikeja to the quiet corners of Ikorodu, this company's got a massive responsibility. But here's the thing: Nigeria's power sector, it's a roller coaster. Blackouts as common as traffic jams on 3rd Mainland Bridge. People charge their phones with generators more than they do with wall sockets. And don't get me started on the prepaid meters wahala. Half the time, you're paying for darkness instead of light. So imagine the frustration bubbling up. Communities going days, sometimes weeks, without power. Businesses shutting down, kids studying by candlelight in 2025. Yes, you heard that right. And then there's Ikeja Electric, caught in the middle of it all. They've got vandals stealing cables, outdated infrastructure crumbling, and customers screaming for answers. It's a pressure cooker, fam, and something was bound to blow. Enter the soldiers. Not your everyday visitors, of course, right? These aren't guys dropping by the pay to pay their bills. No, this was a statement, a bold boots on the ground kind of statement. Let's talk about these soldiers for a minute. Who were they? Well, picture a squad from a nearby barracks, maybe even one of those units stationed in Lagos to keep the pace amid rising tensions. These weren't random recruits either. These were men who'd seen action, maybe fought insurgents up north or patrolled the volatile strait of the Niger Delta. Though, no-nonsense guys would probably dealt with their own share of power cuts at home. Maybe they had enough of seeing their family struggle, their kids complaining about heat rashes because the fans wouldn't spin, or maybe, and this is where it gets spicy, they were sent on an unofficial mission by someone higher up who was fed up with the excuses. Now, here's where my imagination runs wild, but stick with me. It's a humid Wednesday morning, March 5, 2025. Just yesterday, if you're watching this live, the sun's beating down on Alausa, where Ikeja Electric's headquarters sits. Staffs are shuffling through their unusual routine, answering complaints, ducking angry callers, the works. Then out of nowhere, a military truck rolls up. Dust kicks into the air as it stretches to a halt. The back flaps open, and out step a dozen soldiers led by a stern-faced captain with a scare running down his cheek. Because every good story needs a character like that, right? The security guards at the gate freeze. Phones came out. People start whispering, waiting they happen. Of course. So why were they there? That's the million naira question. Let's break it down with a few theories, because this is Nigeria and nothing's ever straightforward. Theory 1, this was about accountability. Maybe these soldiers were from a community that had been in blackout mode for weeks. Like that story out of Ikorodu where folks went 12 days without power, struggling to even get water to bath. Perhaps they've heard one too many promises from Ikeja Electric about restoration in progress and decided to take matters into their own hands. Imagine the captain barking, "We know they're here to play. Where's the MD? We need light now." Theory 2, this was a security operation with a twist. Nigeria's been dealing with vandalism of power infrastructure, cables scored, transformers stolen, you name it. Ikeja Electric's been vocal about it, even arresting suspects back in December 2024. What if these soldiers were there to escort engineers to a hot spot, but it turned into a showdown? Maybe they demanded Ikeja Electric step up their games or face consequences. Or, and this is theory 3, someone big sent them, a politician, a governor, someone tired of the embarrassment of Lagos, the economic heartbeat of Nigeria, flickering in the dark. Could this have been a power play? Oh, 3, you ought to force action. Oh, that happens to be point number 3. Whatever the reason, the tension was thick. Staff scrambled. The managing director reportedly emerged, flanked by his team, trying to keep things calm. Gentlemen, let's talk, he might have said. Hands raised like he's negotiating with lions. The soldiers weren't shouting, at least not yet, but their presence alone speaks volume. This wasn't a courtesy call. This was a wake-up call. Now let's paint the scene as it unfolds, or at least how I imagine it did. The soldiers line up outside the building, rifles gleaming in the sunlight. A crowd gathers because you know Nigerians love a good gist. Okada riders slow down, market women peek from across the road, and someone's already live streaming on Instagram. Inside, the Ikeja Electric team's in crisis mode. Phones are ringing off the hook. Engineers are probably whispering, "Na transformer photo, no be our photo," but the soldiers aren't buying it. The captain steps forward, voice low but firm. "We no go leave until you na fix this thing. Our people they suffer." Hours pass, negotiation dragged on. Maybe a promise is made, a generator deployed to a barracks, a timeline for repairs, something to cool tempers. Or maybe the soldiers just wanted to be heard, or to remind everyone that power isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Eventually, they climb back into their trucks, engines roaring as they roll out. The crowd disperses, but the buzz doesn't. Social media explodes. Hashtags like #soldiers for light trending by nightfall. Ikeja Electric issues a statement, something vague about working tirelessly to restore power. But the message was clear. Something's got to change. Of course, something really got to change. So what's the takeaway, fams? This wasn't just about soldiers storming a building. It's about a country where power, or the lack of it, shapes everything. It's about frustration boiling over, about people demanding better. Whether those soldiers were heroes, rebels, or just fed up citizens in uniforms, they sparked a conversation, and that's what matters. What do you think, fams? Should soldiers get involved in stuff like this, or is this a sign Nigerians' power problems are deeper than we realize? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that subscribe button if you haven't, and let's keep the convo going. Until next time, stay charged. However you can. Peace out. This remains Diary TV.
Lock that gate! Lock the gate! Ẹgbẹ́ ladder. Open it for them. Carry one.